While you at it peeping this shit, go ahead to youtube.com/WaterwayTV and subscribe to that shit. Yeah, you know the waves in it. Baseball with hitting a home run, hit it with the coldest rains. And even on my bad days, I'm a clutch to finish. The track diminish, the booth burnt, hands is itching. Damn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to a Waterwave small miniature podcast. We're out of the office today. We're at the Packed House Live movie premiere for Switcheroo.
Yes, sir.
Right? I got June the Kid.
What's
You're
happening?
not in the movie, are you?
I'm not in the movie.
No, you're just here supporting, right?
I'm here to support.
Okay,
I am
okay.
part of the soundtrack, though. Luckily, he blessed me with that opportunity,
Okay,
so I had
then
to
you
come
know.
through.
So
man.
we got some time. How did that come about?
So I met Ricky through one of the Urban Lights events he was hosting when we had that showcase a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And I performed there. He rocked with the music. He invited me to the summit that you guys held. And then after I performed there, he reached out to me to get on the soundtrack with Y Khalik for this track for the Switcheroo movie.
Did you make the song just for the movie?
Yeah, specifically just for the movie.
So to you, Y Khalik?
Yeah.
Just you two?
Uh-huh.
Who produced it?
I think Tito produced it.
So it's all local?
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about yourself and Basement Gang.
Yeah, man. So once again, I go by June the Kid, Southside, born and raised. I'm one member of the music collective Basement Gang. We're a collective of artists. It's me, Sekou, Krayshawn, Righteous MC, and then Quasi Uno producing and engineering everything. We just getting started about last year where we started gaining traction in it, going out and doing shows and stuff like that. And ever since then, we just been dropping music, performing, and it's been going up from then.
Facts. How did you come up with the name Basement Gang?
Man, it's funny. It actually started a few years back when we were just playing around with the music, but we started in my homie's basement. And I mean, like, for real, like, it was a real basement setup. Like, we had some mattresses in the corner stacked up to look like a little booth. Yeah. And we were recording our stuff in there. And it started with that, and we just ran with it. Kept growing it ever since.
And you've been a group for a year, you said, right? Were you rapping a lot before then?
Nah, so I was rapping a lot. Me and Sekou were rapping, making music on and off, but we weren't super serious with it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we were still making tracks, laying them down, recording here and there, but we didn't really start consistently putting stuff out, going and performing, doing shows like that until last year.
Facts. I mean, yeah, 'cause I bumped into you at a show. I've heard about you online, that you were like a lyrical rapper and whatnot, and and then I finally seen you at the Urban Light event, and I was amazed. So like, what do you do that you try to like do you just stay in your own lane, you make your music that comes to your head, or are you trying to like paint a certain image with your career?
I'll definitely say when I first started rapping, you know, I had a lot of influences that I kind of wanted to take after. Like, I'm a big Kendrick fan, Cole, Isaiah Rashad, stuff like that. So the lyrical part of it is just something I kind of grew up on and always had a love for in hip-hop. Mm-hmm. But in terms of now, I mean, I like to say me and the homies just focus on making music we want to listen to, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like my music that I make is a big reflection of the stuff that I listen to just on a daily basis when I'm driving around.
Yeah, who do you listen to the most right now?
Man.
Like at this exact moment, not 8 months ago,
right,
not,
at this exact moment.
Like who is you bumping in the car? Like what, you know, the 50 song playlist you got going, rotation, what's going on? Like
it's
what artists
funny,
are in
man.
there?
Like lately I've been on a huge Detroit binge.
Okay.
Like I've been listening to a lot of like PZ, V's, like Rio the Young OG, which is funny because like my music is way different than that type of stuff. But I don't know, man. Like I like what they're doing down there in Detroit. They gotta. It's cool seeing like such a organic come up from something that's unique to them, like the sound and the style that they're going with, and it's cool to see them build that within like their own community and then branch out with it.
Facts. Who were you listening to that, like when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, I listened to a lot of 50 Cent. Who else was I listening to? My brother was a huge Tupac fan, so he was always playing that stuff around me. Biggie. Mm-hmm. I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up. Who else I listened to a lot? Cassidy. I was a big Cassidy fan when I was a kid. Funny enough, man, I used to listen to Chingy. Chingy was one of the first CDs I ever bought when I was a youngin'. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Do you miss the era of buying CDs and records? And I guess records is a little bit before us, but like at least CDs, like a physical copy of music to put into something. For
sure, man. Like I don't know. Like every now and again, I'll still go to like little local shops and buy CDs just because I like for the collector's sake of it. You know, I like physically holding the music and being able to own it, looking at the artwork. In the CD, you know, back in the days when they used to have the lyrics for the songs in the actual pamphlets and like all the song credits and stuff like that. Yeah. Stuff like that is cool to me, but I ain't gonna lie, it makes me a little sad seeing that medium kind of disappearing slowly, and we're slowly starting to go towards the streaming era.
I bet it'll come back.
Yeah,
but people will still like to the point to where people are selling it independently,
Uh-huh.
where you can buy it online or you can buy the physical copy.
Yeah.
But like, I think that like kind of what we're here today, like the independent selling of your music instead of putting it on distribution platforms. Like Kanye
Facts.
did that with the Donda Deluxe.
Yeah, with the what was it?
You
The what player?
The stem player. Yep.
Yeah.
So like, it's I feel like it's gonna make a comeback to where
It's
people
funny,
are
though.
selling independent.
Because I feel like nowadays, like the people who used to buy CDs, that group of people has kind of migrated to buying vinyls. I feel like nowadays that's the new like collectors thing is
Yeah.
to get vinyls of all your favorite projects.
Yeah. Do you, I guess I only got one more question, kind of two parts, but what is the next move for Basement Gang, and what's the next move for yourself? What are you trying to achieve?
So the next move, just right around the corner, we're trying to finish up the Basement Gang project and get that out. A lot of videos coming soon. That's one big focus we got for this year is just flooding with a lot of visuals, especially like in this era. I feel like that's almost more important than dropping the song itself. To be real, like you got to be visual and be in front of people's faces. So that, and then on top of that, we want to start throwing our own shows and then putting together our own things, curating.
Got to.
Just because I feel like at this point we built relationships with and met so many dope artists that it'd be really easy for us to put together a really good show with dope people on.
Facts. And then that's a good advice for everyone out there. If you got a group of people, throw your own shows. You know, it's not hard to get venues. Email them, call them, bug them. You'll find one that'll work with you, even if you got to get an outside space. You know, ask someone to use their parking lot. As long as you got the permits, it's the right time of day. It's easy. You know, quit. You know, like there's platforms like us and plenty of other platforms that throw shows, and it's hard to pick every artist. So it's hard to. You're not going to get on every single one. So don't be afraid to throw your own shows. But appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Yep. We're gonna have a lot of content from today. So make sure you tap in with June the Kid. His socials will be in the description, probably on the screen too. So tap in with him and go check out all of his music.
Basement.
Yes.